Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 10th to the 16th of May 2021. We have lots of activity this week, including approaching the Mercury Retrograde in Gemini by the end of the week. But before we get there, we've got a couple of other steps on the way. So we begin the week with Jupiter square Venus. Jupiter's at the last degrees of Aquarius and Venus is at the last degrees of Taurus. And the feeling here is servitude and freedom, compliance and independence. When we have a square, there's a breaking point. We need to be able to understand what that necessary tension is and find where we're happy in the equation. So are you self-governing? Can you bend to your higher will? Those are the kind of questions that Jupiter square Venus in this alignment will be asking. By Monday we have Venus moving into Gemini, and Gemini is a very light-hearted, witty, curious sign. And as we know, we're about to get the Mercury retrograde in this sign as well. But Venus, I feel here, laughter is the food for the heart and soul. So while Venus is in this fun-loving sign, see if we can laugh more and worry less. Many of these aspects coming up are to do with mastery of the mind, of the heart, of the emotions, and stepping into our self-governance. So while Venus is in Gemini, this will calm down the Mercury retrograde a little bit. We find in the heart that presence, simplicity, curiosity, and a sense of humour. By Tuesday we have the new moon at 21 degrees Taurus at 19:47 UK time. And there's a sudden magic happening behind the scenes here. If we can tune in with our heart's desires and expand that feeling as the moon's growing, there's a real sense of manifestation, bringing things into reality. So maybe set your intentions for abundance, peace, happiness, gratitude, as I feel the rewards will be swift and plentiful at this time. We've had a wonderful month of Taurus, so much presence, that earthy, solid, homely feel. And as everything starts to speed up, I feel sow the seeds at this new moon and watch them grow. As Taurus is very much like the garden of the heart. There's a healing aspect to Wednesday. Heal your wounds with reflection. Look at where you're pushing for things that are out of alignment with your true nature, or where you're going off course. Often when we get blocks, it's because we're not supposed to go down that path. Yet we keep pushing and trying because we've made our mind up that that's what we want. We've decided in the past that that's the goal. But when we come home to self and find our centre, before the coming Mercury Gemini energies, then that will be a really good starting point to find that simplicity, what we truly feel and what we truly want. By Thursday we have Jupiter moving into Pisces. So Jupiter's been in Aquarius, expanding our sovereignty, moves into Pisces, and then back into Aquarius over the summer, into the autumn, and by December we'll have a year in Pisces. So we're still very much in that Aquarian feeling, but we're just going to dip our toe in the water of Pisces until June. And Jupiter's the old ruler of Pisces. And this is deep intuition and emotional mastery that we can attend to during this phase. So Pisces is the spiritual waters, where we come from, connection to source, our soul, our spirit in the body, and emotions are like the fuel really. When we can feel something, we can create it. But often if we're feeling something we don't want, we can create that as well. So there's an emotional, soulful mastery. Quick heads up really for the year 2022, if we can tune into this Jupiter in Pisces, including the retrograde. Then we'll return to wrap up the Aquarian business in October, so that we're radiating our true frequency in a majestic fashion. So maybe by Friday have a look at what does liberation mean for you. It's a very simple sentence, but if you ask that of yourself then you'll be able to see what comes up, whether that's from your mind, from negative finances, from self-limitation. Just ask that question really. What does liberation mean for you while we're working with this wonderful Jupiter to and fro energy, and just before the Mercury retrograde? So on the 15th, Mercury passes into the first phase of the retrograde. So from 16 to 24 degrees. The real retrograde phase happens on the 30th, but we're in the awareness phase now, so we need to have a look at what comes up. Keep that curious, keep that inquisitive Gemini energy handy. Don't jump on everything and start to build a story, but see that things are coming up for change. Gemini will bring us choices. We have the twins. We have the sign that's aligned to the mind. And Mercury is the element that can change shape. So being able to change our mind, our perspective, to see that we have a choice. So we'll be reaching a fork in the road. As one chapter draws to a close, new horizons will soon emerge. To see where we're going, we need to observe where we're coming from. And these and all other intriguing quandaries are going to start popping up over the next couple of weeks. If you take note of them now, then you'll be able to get the message of the retrograde a lot easier as we go in at the end of May through to the last week of June, recalibrating, changing shape, perceiving, making intelligent choices, and hopefully enjoying the process. So if you'd like to see where this is happening for you, I am available online for one-to-one chart readings, coaching and courses, as well as my full astrological degree and my trinity of tarot courses. I also have things like working with the moon cycles, creating a personal solar calendar of your power dates, creating a tarot scope using astrology and tarot together with your chart, working with the planetary archetypes to discover your inner universe. So although my website's not up at the moment, you can email me zoeheinz7@gmail.com. Very happy to arrange a free phone consultation to see what you really require, what will benefit you, and answer any of your questions. I post daily on Facebook at AstroZoe, and these videos and more are on my YouTube channel Zoe Astro. Please do hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, as apparently that helps get the video seen by a wider audience, as this channel is relatively small. And obviously feel free to share with friends and family if you appreciate. So a very changeable week this week. We've got to be on our toes. We've got to be light-hearted and open-minded. Keep a sense of humour handy, but also appreciate the depths with those Jupiter energies as well. Ask lots of questions without needing to know the answer, as we're all making the necessary adjustments to keep up with the whirlwind that is 2021 and beyond. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week.